Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Divinely Transformed. My name is Lisa, and whether you're new or returning, I'm glad that you're here. Welcome to your daily reading for May 5th, 2022. Before I get started with the reading, let me remind y'all that this is a general public reading, so some, none, or all of it may apply to your situation. So please just take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, keep in mind that time is fluid and not linear, which means that for each individual person watching, that means this could have already happened, this could be happening right now, or this could happen in the future. Also, keep in mind that we all have free will to change the outcome of any reading at any time for any reason. So, I hope y'all are doing well today. And today's reading is going to be a little bit different. And today's reading is about what happens whenever you invest in codependent relationships. Whenever you, for a long time, or someone else, has been financially dependent on another person, you know. And the flip side of that is a person who has invested much of their time, energy, focus, money, etc., into someone who's extremely needy because they're lazy. They're full of fears, flaws, insecurities, and this person's just too lazy to try, to do anything, to be financially independent. So these are karmic marriages and karmic long-term relationships that there's children involved, where two people are codependent. One is a codependent provider and one is a codependent taker in these relationships. And so these relationships are not on solid foundations, and that's why the universe is that's one of the reasons why the universe has come to destroy these karmic marriages. So today's reading is more of a lesson, and could be, and it's also current events as well. But like I said, take these readings how they resonate. Don't make them fit if they don't. So let's go ahead. Oh, and before we get started, I just want to say that as a spiritual teacher, I have to know something about this subject to be able to teach on it, which I do, because my experience that I bring to the table is that most of the relationships I've ever had in my 40 some years of life were codependent relationships. I am a recovering codependent. So that's why I am here to be able to teach about this, because I recognize this in myself. I broke the patterns. I broke all of those codependent relationships. I still have one left, and I am working on it. It is the most difficult, but because it's a very meaningful relationship to me, but I am working on it, and it is getting better. So, but yeah, so it's not like I'm sitting here high up on a pedestal with my nose down at codependent people, because I myself am one of y'all. I am just choosing to make healthier choices for myself, and not invest any more time and energy into codependency, because all codependency did was rob me of my autonomy, my peace, and then it robbed me of my identity, and later on down the road it started robbing me of my physical health. So ultimately, in the end, it wasn't worth it. So um, when you're relying on other people who just let you down all the time, um, shouldn't you just take that as a sign, as going out there and taking care of this, whatever it is, yourself? Um, it should have done that for me, but it didn't for 40 years. It was crazy. Like, I was just counting on people left and right and center, and everybody was letting me down. And still, for years, it didn't occur to me, just get up and do it yourself. Should be the simplest solution, right? Should be the first thing that comes to your mind. But I'm here to tell you, it doesn't always happen that way. The first card that came out is the King of Wands in the reverse. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. They could have this anywhere in their chart. The King of Wands in reverse is anywhere from someone who is pissed off and responding and retaliating, to someone who is abusive, narcissistic, mean, angry, jealous, sexually promiscuous. I mean, take it how it resonates for you. It'll resonate different for everyone. The King of Wands in reverse in this deck is card 50. It is the 5th house of Leo in the reverse. This is about romance, children, pets, creativity, matters of the heart, and risk-taking, negatively aspected. Clarifying the King of Wands, we have the 8 of Pentacles, and we have the Chariot in reverse. So this is someone with fire in their chart, as well as Cancer anywhere in their chart. However, this is someone who very well could be jobless here with this 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. But it doesn't necessarily have to mean that. It could just mean that they're no longer willing to work on a situation that is stuck and not going anywhere with this Chariot in the reverse. But if it does mean that they're unemployed, that just means that they're unemployed because they're not successful. They're not moving forward. They're stuck in many ways. And so, yeah. And clarifying the King of Wands reverse, we have the 8 of Cups in the upright. So this person wants to, or is about to go through a transformation here. Who is this person? Well, we have the 8 of Cups with the 2 of Wands in the reverse and the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So it could be a Cancerian, feminine, who is about to go through a major transformation. Because this Queen of Cups in the reverse, they went down the wrong path in life. This Queen of Cups in the reverse, I'm hearing consistently makes bad choices for themselves and for their children and for their family. The Queen of Cups in reverse, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio in the reverse. And for many of y'all, this is going to fit as Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But it's this King of Wands in reverse. They don't want to work on this situation anymore with this Queen of Cups in the reverse, because the Queen of Cups in reverse is someone who is extremely childish, manipulative. They are very immature. They are not loving, nurturing, kind, generous, giving. Their psychic abilities have been blocked long ago because they don't follow their intuition. And this is just someone with a real evil streak, too, because this is someone who manipulates people, especially this King of Wands in reverse. That's why they're pissed off. They don't want to work on this situation anymore because this Queen of Cups in the reverse isn't, you know, they're not moving forward. They're not successful in anything because of the bad choices that they make. And so this masculine energy is tired of getting manipulated by this Queen of Cups in the reverse. That they have invested a lot of time, energy, emotions, money. They have children together. They've got all kinds of investments in this, and they're it hasn't paid off at all. The next card that came out is the Eight of Swords. So I'm also noticing we have 888. So check out the angel number 888 in the angel number index in the link in the description box below. But so the Eight of Swords. This is definitely about the 8th house of Scorpio. Sex, death, transformation, regeneration, secrets, lies, the hidden, unseen, the occult, other people's money, wills, inheritances, and taxes. So it's like, I believe this King of Wands in the reverse has been providing for this Queen of Cups in the reverse for a very long time. And this relationship, this marriage, it's not expanding. It's not going anywhere. It's not moving forward. And the King of Wands in reverse, they're tired of forking their money over to these karmics who continually make bad choices and who have just really went down the wrong path in life. Just being very selfish and manipulative, and mostly in the areas of manipulation because of the lack of love that this Queen of Cups in reverse feels. So we got the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is about entrapment. It's about feeling stuck physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually in a situation. It's about truth and justice, protection from enemies that would steal your fortune. So yeah, these masculines are realizing that these karmic feminines are just there to steal their fortune, and that's why they don't want to give them their money anymore. We're definitely dealing with Scorpio and Leo in their chart somewhere, or yours. And 5th house of Leo, once again, is about romance, children, pets, creativity, matters of the heart, and risk-taking. Clarifying the Eight of Swords is the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So the Knight of Wands in the reverse, this is anything from inaction to impulsive, angry action to very angry action to promiscuity, or violence, all of the above. So take it how it resonates for you. Also clarifying the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Wands in reverse is the Magician. The Magician is Gemini and Virgo energy. I was a little bit confused to see the Magician in the upright next to the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So I decided to clarify the Magician. And these are the cards that I got. 9 of Cups. 6 of Wands in the reverse. Strength in the reverse. And the 4 of Cups. This might as well be the Magician in the reverse, to be honest with you. Because this person has Gemini and or Virgo in her chart. This is how they are. They're very greedy, selfish, and self-indulgent with this 9 of Cups here. They're always in their pride and ego with this 6 of Wands in the upright. And they're not currently getting any attention at this time. And that is making this person very angry here with this Knight of Wands in the reverse here. They have Leo in their chart here with the Strength in the reverse. This person definitely has insecurity issues. They're very weak-willed. They can't hold back their anger or their sexual urges. This is someone who is constantly looking back at the past in anger and in bitterness and in unforgiveness. This is someone who is very disloyal here. And the 6 of Wands and the reverse is public humiliation. So this person has been caught. They're known for this. This is how they're seen. And then we have the 4 of Cups in the upright. It's like I'm hearing that these karmics have every opportunity, right, to go a better direction in life. And they don't do it because they're still stuck in the past in a very unhealed way. And they're very attached to the past in a very unhealed way. And because of that, these karmics have control issues. Major control issues. They're controlling and manipulating everybody around them in their environment. I just saw 1818 on the counter. So like I said, the link is in the description box below for the Angel Numbers Index. So not only are these karmics controlling everybody around them, they're controlling their environments. And these karmics are practicing black magic, energetic spell work. And they are adept at it. They've been doing it for years. They've been taught by someone in their family as a child how to manipulate and how to control people. And so these karmics have been doing this for a very long time. Decades, because these are adults now. So they're quite skilled in the manipulation of others. And also the 4 of Cups also talks about apathy. These karmics just don't care about what they're doing to people. They might even be feeling they feel bored in their current situations, but yet they're too self-indulgent and they're too prideful and they're too greedy to change their ways. The divine has been offering these karmics a better way for a while. And these karmics are just too fucking lazy to do anything about it. They don't want to do any work on themselves. They don't want to make themselves better. That's too hard. It's easier just to keep doing what they've been doing. Clarifying the Eight of Swords is the Nine of Cups. These karmics are definitely stuck in the belief system and the behavioral patterns of being selfish and greedy and self-indulgent and just someone who is just a taker. They've gotten into this pattern and they can't stop, won't stop, don't want to stop. It's about the ninth house of Sagittarius, which is about higher learning, long distance travel, expansion, religion, spirituality, philosophy, psychology. There is someone in the masculine in this situation. They've been kind and they've been giving to these karmics for such a long time, providing and being understanding. All the while, these karmics were being greedy, selfish, self-indulgent, and expecting these masculines to just give them everything that they want on their every whim. In this deck, the Nine of Cups is card 68, which breaks down to a 14, which breaks down to another 5. There's a lot of 5s and 8s in this reading so far. 5 is a number of change. May 5th is the portal of change. That's what this is all about. These karmic marriages, foundations are being rocked to the very core because they cannot stand. And this is for the highest good of all, because it doesn't help anyone for people to be codependent, for people to be needy and depending on other people for stuff. And taking advantage of it. Clarifying the Nine of Cups is the Star in reverse and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is someone who is very greedy, selfish. They hold back. And it's because they're very unhealed. They don't have any faith. They don't have any hope. And they come from an extremely unhealed space. This person doesn't do shit for anyone else. It's all about them. It's all about me, 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 me. You can't do enough for this immature karmic feminine who has Cancer in their chart. Or any other water sign. And they have Leo in their chart in the reverse. And they also have Aquarius in their chart in the reverse. This person's extremely clingy. Wanting this, needing that, constantly having their hand out, constantly nasty, bitter, whoring around, nagging, lazy, not doing anything, sitting on their duff. We got the Tower in reverse. This is someone who is afraid to change. They resist change at all costs here. That's Scorpio energy. All these disruptions that come in, they just want to keep everything the way that it is. Stuck. these karmics refuse to change. But this King of Wands in the reverse, they want to change. They are tired of this same old shit, different day. They're tired of these lazy karmics with their hands out, expecting this and that and the other, and as nasty as they are, and as unhealed as they are. Without struggle, there can be no progress. Without progress, there can be no change. Sometimes you can be stuck in a stagnant situation so long, it can start hurting you from the inside. It can feel like it's ripping you apart. The Chariot in reverse, when your life is stuck and stagnant and it's not moving, when every day is the same, it's an awful energy. It feels awful. But yet, these karmics don't want the situation to change. Apparently, they like pain. Clarifying the Tower in reverse is the Queen of Swords, with the Ten of Cups in the reverse. To be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure why the Queen of Swords is in the upright. Maybe they're finally telling the truth that they're finally unhappy. That's the only thing that I can think of that this Queen of Swords would be in the reverse. This Aquarius has been holding back for far too long. And they've been holding back their feelings and emotions. And now these karmics are finally telling the truth about how unhappy they are within the home and family. Clarifying the Tower, we have the Four of Swords. It's about the fourth house of Cancer, unconditional love, safety, security, stability, dependability, and a peaceful home environment. Now these karmics want peace. Now that they've created all of this havoc, all of this chaos, and all of this unhappiness within their home and family. Now these karmics want peace. They're probably going to end up flip-flopping anyway, so it's probably just the whim of the moment to keep the situation from completely crumbling, or their attempts to keep these marriages dangled by these threads that they're on. In this deck, the Four of Swords is card 41, breaks down to yet another 5. So many changes are taking place. There is no more romance left in this situation. This marriage is completely unhealed, not expanding, not moving forward, not going anywhere. Everybody in this situation is unhappy. Clarifying the Four of Swords, we have the Three of Pentacles and the King of Cups reversed. So, the Four of Swords is all about resting, focusing, sleeping, and meditating. All this karmic can focus on is the fact that they're unhappy, the fact that they don't want the situation to change. And they want to continue to cooperate with this masculine who they know doesn't love them, with the King of Cups in the reverse. There is no emotional availability to these karmics from these masculines, and they know it, and it is their codependency that wants to keep them working together, because all they can focus on is keeping the situation from changing. They don't care how unhappy they are. They don't care. Yeah, they're talking about it. They're telling the truth about it now. But that doesn't mean they want the situation to change. They don't care. They want to continue to keep this collaboration going, because they're in it for the money. It's all about the pentacles for them, man. Yeah, they're bothered about the fact that these masculines don't love them and don't want anything to do with them. Got the King and the Queen of Cups both in the reverse. They don't love each other. They don't love themselves. They don't love each other. This is a loveless relationship, marriage. It's corrupt. King and the Queen of Cups, they could be sexually perverted. They could be, cheating on each other. That is possible. Doesn't have to be. One of them's definitely cheating. One of them's definitely very perverse and very corrupt. Both of them could be. But one of them definitely is. Take it how it resonates for your situation, and it'll resonate differently for everyone. Now we have the Seven of Swords. It's lying, theft, deception, and trickery. And self-deception. Got to really check yourself. Make sure you're not lying to yourself about something. Especially within your partnerships, because the 7th house is the house of Libran partnerships. In this deck, the 7 of Swords is card 66. It's an angel number. It's about balance. There's a lot of balance that needs to be had within this marriage, this relationship, that's not there. 66 also breaks down to what 12 is the 12th house of Pisces. It's all about confusion and dreams and fantasy and feelings and psychic abilities, mental health disorders. Past life issues. Clarifying the 7 of Swords, we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, and we have the King of Swords in the reverse. You both lied to yourselves, and you both lied to each other. Neither one of y'all is exempt from being a victim in this situation. Wow. Y'all have been each other's victims, and y'all have been each other's perpetrators. Y'all went tit for tat against each other here. The feminine energy, this angry Leo anywhere in their chart. They're angry, they're bitter, They're vindictive, they're jealous, they're resentful. They're violent, they're abusive, they're angry, sexually promiscuous, hiding the fact that they were out there prostituting themselves, perhaps. Yes, no perhaps about that. The masculine energy. This is what you were hiding. You were not being honest. You were not in your integrity. You either lied directly or you withheld information. Information that you kept secret. The King of Swords in the reverse, that could be someone who is mentally manipulative, verbally abusive. They could use silence as a weapon to abuse this feminine energy whenever they went out there and cheated on them. Or perhaps when this feminine energy gets angry and starts fighting, the King of Swords in reverse either ignores them or berates them verbally. You know what? I actually want to clarify the Queen of Wands in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse. I want to find out what it is each of them are doing specifically. Holy Spirit, please clarify the Queen of Wands reverse. What is the Queen of Wands in reverse doing? So we got the Page of Wands in the reverse. So what the Queen of Wands in reverse is actually just being angry and immature and volatile. What's the Page of Wands in the reverse? This could be through text message, but it doesn't have to be. It could be through any, but they're under judgment for it. This Queen of Wands in reverse starts a bunch of petty arguments and fights and bullshit. Judgment is Aquarius and Libra energy, so they're under divine judgment for starting these petty fights and arguments here. Holy Spirit, what is this King of Swords in reverse doing? It's in this Seven of Swords energy too. Two of Swords. That is being an indecision. Not making a decision. Because they're confused. Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Not making a choice about an option. Confusion about what? Eight of Cups. Leaving. So, they're both lying about something. The Karmic Feminine is lying to hide what they're doing. They're covering up their insecurities. And this masculine energy is lying because they're withholding information, because they're really up in the air. And really thinking and contemplating about leaving, but they're not saying. So, y'all are both in the wrong. You're both deceiving yourselves and each other. How you deceived yourself is that y'all have justified it. Queen of Wands in reverse has justified their actions to themselves. Now they're under karmic judgment here. The karmic feminine feels justified in being vindictive and angry and bitter and resentful and nasty and violent and abusive and sexually promiscuous and starting fights and bullshit. They feel justified in doing so. And you, masculine energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, in the reverse, you have justified your actions of hiding, thinking and contemplating about potentially leaving, but not really making up your mind. It's like you got one foot in the door and one foot out the door. You know what? Five of Wands in reverse. Stop the conflict. The only way to stop the conflict is to walk away, because this karmic feminine is going to continue and keep fighting and starting all of this stupid bullshit drama. It's all they know how to do. Clarifying the Seven of Swords is the Three of Swords. Y'all broke your own hearts and each other's hearts. All because these relationships were not built on solid foundations. All because one person was financially clingy, desperate, and dependent on another. They just quit trying to better themselves, while another person invested everything into this person and they weren't appreciated. It was just expected. That creates a heavy burden, and over time that burden gets heavier and heavier and heavier, and eventually the person carrying the burden, the weight of this person who doesn't appreciate them, love them, respect them, or treat them with any kind of decency or dignity or any kind of human compassion, but yet nobody's happy in this situation, but yet these karmics still want to keep hanging on to keep that money going, so they don't have to work for it themselves. And yet this is just too hard, it's too difficult, and it's too heartbreaking with this Three of Swords. All these little lies that you've told each other and you told yourselves, you broke your own hearts. You're both responsible for breaking your own heart and the other person's heart. So the only thing that y'all can do is walk away from each other, because it's the only healthy thing to do, because the only thing that you're doing is going round and round that karmic hamster wheel, seeing how far how much y'all can hurt each other until one of y'all breaks. That's the game you're playing right now. And believe me, somebody's going to break here with this Three of Swords. Three of Swords is major heartbreak. It's about the third house of Gemini, which is about siblings, short distance travel, friends, social media platforms, and contracts here. Clarifying the Three of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords and we have the Hanged Man. an open and honest conversation must be had about these lies and about this heartbreak that y'all have caused yourselves and each other in these karmic marriages. Having an honest and open communication is a requirement, and it will be had. It's only a matter of time with this Hanged Man in the reverse. I'm sorry, the Hanged Man's not in the reverse. I'm sorry, the Hanged Man's in the upright, which means that this heartbreak will go on for as long as it needs to, until y'all finally have a very honest and open communication about the lies in this marriage, about what has broken your heart. Until then, all of your opportunities will be delayed and on pause until enlightenment happens. When you're finally motivated to have this open and honest conversation between the two of y'all about all of the lies and the secrets. 46 on the counter. Hanged Man is Pisces. We have Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio in majors, as well as Aquarius and Libra. How long can you be in a relationship with someone who is so greedy and so selfish and so self-indulgent? How long can you let that pressure build of continuing to give to somebody who doesn't appreciate anything you do or say or provide for them? All they do is start fights with you, have their hand out, and do whatever they want to do. Drugs, alcohol, spending your money, having sex with other people behind your back. How much can you possibly take of treatment like that? This is someone who uses marriage as a job so they don't have to work. And the exchange is sex. So it's basic prostitution. These feminines, they just want to sit on their ass. They want to do nothing. They want to do as little as possible. And they've been taking advantage of these particular masculines for far too long. Pulling the wool over their eyes for far too long. And these masculines are getting to the point where they're just done. These masculines are extremely responsible. In fact, they could be so much seen as they're like obsessively responsible. And then they look at these karmics and they're worse than children. These karmics are super duper irresponsible. So these masculines are trying to hold these family units together because they have children with these karmics. trying to save the situation, for the sake of the children. But it's not helping the karmics change their codependent behavior and their slave driving ways. Isa in the reverse. That's about not following your intuition. When you don't follow your okay. So your intuition is like your internal GPS system. It doesn't run on numbers or cold hard facts. It runs on how something makes you feel. All right? This is a more biological GPS navigation system. Your intuition. Everybody has it. However, the more you ignore your intuition, the more you can block it. Excuse me. Ignoring your intuition is when you feel like you're in a situation that's not quite right or potentially dangerous, and you're in the situation anyway, and it is dangerous, and something happens to you, and you get hurt. We'll just keep it general and like that. You didn't follow your intuition. Let's just say someone operates like that throughout their entire life. It's like they ignore danger. They ignore their intuition when their intuition is telling them that they shouldn't do something. It's like your conscience, right? So, at first you're just putting yourself in unsafe situations. And then, in this programming of not following your intuition, you're ignoring, like, warning signals of, like, for example, right before you're about to do something that you probably shouldn't do, like, let's say, for example, you're pissed off at someone and you want to get even with them, so you decide that you're going to do some spell work on them to fix their ass. I mean, let's just keep it in the spirit of the karmic, right? And the first time that you had that thought, the first time that you practiced this, I bet you these karmics were like, maybe I shouldn't do this. But they did it anyway. And the moment that you go against yourself is the moment that you betrayed yourself. That's the Seven of Swords right there. The Queen of Wands in the reverse is also someone who, they're very prone to be doing energetic spell work and black magic witchcraft. So that is, and it fits, right? So both of these people have betrayed themselves in different ways, and each other. Because whenever you're married to someone, it's not just about you anymore, it's about the other person. I just saw 54 on my counter. So go ahead and feel free to check out that angel number in the angel number index as well. So yeah, so the first time that you go against your intuition, you betrayed yourself. The more you do it, the more you compound that. And you're accumulating karma from the very first moment that you've betrayed yourself. When you're keeping secrets about things that you want to do here, because we have a masculine here that, has been undecided about leaving, and they're not talking about it, they're not being honest about it. These masculines are fantasizing about brand new lives, which is manifesting a whole new life, but yet they're staying stuck in a situation, not making a decision about leaving, while they're in fantasy land about escaping this bullshit that they're enduring with these karmics here. And it's like, that's a really passive energy, and not only is it very passive and not masculine energy, which this is wounded feminine energy that the masculine is in, but it's also it's very deceptive too. That's why it's under the Seven of Swords. We got the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Cups. So the biggest spiritual lesson is for this masculine here. Because this energy over here, this karmic feminine energy is not going to quit doing what they're doing just because they're getting karma. They're not. If anything, it's going to continue to escalate and get worse until you learn your lesson and get the fuck out of there. Eight of Cups. How long are you going to contemplate leaving before you actually finally do it? You need to be in your integrity. You need to be honest. This person's not going to stop until you leave, and they're probably going to, get worse a little bit after you leave to try to get you back, as the patterns of keeping the cycle going. But eventually, this karmic's going to calm their ass down, and they're not going to be so focused on you anymore whenever you show them that your ass is gone and you're done thinking about it. You're done manifesting. You're done making plans. You're just done dealing with the bullshit, and you're gone. You're these masculine, you're holding back how you feel about how selfish these karmics are, and about how manipulative they are, and about how unhealed they are. These karmics, they don't want to heal themselves. They don't know how. They're just content to keep doing what they're doing. So that's how y'all blocked your intuitions. That's how y'all got into the mess that you're in. Masculines, when you had warning signs about these feminines in the past, you ignored it. You brushed the red flags under the rug. You said, oh, that's okay. I'll just take care of it. Wow. You did it for years, and the burden got to be too much, didn't it? Not following your intuition leads you nowhere. And it's very interesting that the Eight of Cups is here twice. The universe always gets what they want. These karmics are getting left. These masculines are leaving. It's because they're tired of going down the wrong path with these karmics. They're tired of being restricted. They're tired of working too hard on this situation. And they're tired of these karmics not working hard enough on this situation. And they're also tired of being in these loveless marriages and continuing to provide. What a burden that is. So that's what I have for y'all. Thank y'all for supporting my work at my channel and all the ways that you do. I appreciate y'all very much. I hope y'all have a great day. And I'll be talking to y'all soon. Thanks.